Hello everyone, Denise here. Today I'm doing a hook review on this set I purchased from VIPcrosstitch. So let's get started. So I purchased these hooks back in November, received them in December sometime, and I've just had them since. These are made of polymer clay, like the ones that you see for sale on Etsy. They come in sizes, looks like 2.0 mm to 6.0 mm. Wait, this one looks smaller. Nope, that's 4.5. Why does it look so thin? Looks very thin. So they definitely vary in the widthness of the clay. It's a 3.5. Okay. So sizes are 2.0, 2.5, 3.0, 3.5, 4.0, 4.5, 5.0, 5.5, and 6.0. So the clay hooks vary in width because they're handmade, I'm sure. And you can see this one is smaller than, well, even the smaller hook, the 2, you can see it's much smaller than that one. But that's okay. I don't think that's a big deal. They're not rough. There's a bit of texture to them, and they're not soft, like you can't squish them, but they're soft to the touch. They're nice. They're nice. They're not rough, or they're not annoying me in any way, the feel of them. This is stamped on here, so that eventually will rub off, I'm sure. And they have more of a boy style hook end. Let me see if I have any over here. Yep. This is one from Bella Coco Crochet. This is a 5 mm. I got this in a magazine. So 5 mm. So this one's a 5. Well, they are very, very similar. So it is more that style than a Susan Bates, which is much different and in line. This is a Susan Bates, so it's much different than that. And then what I prefer to use are clovers. So it is pretty different from a clover as well. As you can see, the Clover Amore heads go down much faster, and that is why I appreciate them. Much smaller hook head, just different all the way around. So it's much different than Susan Bates. But it's a decent looking hook. I don't have a problem using I don't have a problem using any hook as long as I get some stitches made. So I'm going to grab some yarn here. First, I should probably measure them. So let's find out what the length of these are. It does look like they are uniform in length for the most part. So they are about 5.5 inches, about almost 40 centimeters, and the handle width is pretty small. We are less than 1/2 inch there. So I have some Red Heart Chic Sheep by Marley Bird that I dyed up. It went into a shawl project I've shown before on the channel. I usually use an H hook with that, so I'm going to go for the 5.0 here. Scoot them over a bit. I think the hooks are beautiful, and that is why I purchased them. I love the red ends. I think they are very inviting to look at as you're working. The red tulip, if you've ever seen those look very similar to these. I'll bring mine over here so that you can see. It is, oops, It is, oh, I totally messed that stitch up. It's nice to enjoy looking at your tools and enjoying them as you're working. It's a good experience all the way around. The shaft of the hook feels very nice and smooth. Not having a problem with the head of it either. This is a tulip red. So it reminded me of those. So that's why I picked them up, because they are pretty. They're cute. They reminded me of like Valentine's Day. They are too short for me, but that's, you know, that's a me problem. I would like them to be longer, but it's fine. I could also put them in a crochet hook holder, I bet. I do have my chunky boy sitting here. I could see if it would fit in there, because these are completely round, so they would probably work well in here. Yeah, they would. They would go right in there. So that is something to consider when you're purchasing the shorter and smaller as far as this part roundness. I tend to catch my stitches with the head of boy style hooks like that, just because I am very used to clover now. I learned how to crochet with boy hooks, and then I was just crocheting and crocheting and crocheting, and one day they weren't working for me anymore, and I think it's because I changed the way I was crocheting and holding and all the things. Okay, so I have made a hat. I like the hooks, they're nice. I think they're a little short for me, but overall I think they're a nice little hook. It hits me right there in my hand. As you can see, my hand's a little bit red, but it's not sore. It's nothing I can't handle. That's just because my hands are bigger. So I made a ruffle hat, and I do have a tutorial on this. So if you are interested in making a hat with an adorable ruffle on it. I will link that below for you. I'm going to edge this with white to give it a pop of color, but I just wanted to give my final thoughts on the hook. I like these hooks. I think they're nice. I wish they were a little bit longer, but that's fine. I will find the price for you on these hooks and let you know on the screen how much they are. VIP Cross Stitch has a lot of hooks that are very affordable, and I have featured some on my channel. This video is not sponsored, and these hooks were purchased by me, paid for by me. So I'm not, you know, I'm not working for them in any way. I appreciate their prices and their products. So do I recommend these hooks? Yes, I do. I think they're nice little hooks. I think they're cute, and I think they're fun. I think they'd be a good gift. And I would definitely reach for them as a set to take with me on the go. I think they're well worth the money that you pay for them. And they have a little bit of pizzazz in them. They're not just a standard hook. So I would give them, I'll give them an 8 out of 10. I think it could be a little bit thicker and a little bit longer, but that is just to fine tune to me. But that's what I like to use, and that's what I reach for. So if a hook is longer and thicker, then I will probably rate it higher. So it's a solid hook. There is nothing wrong with them. There's no defects on these hooks at all. Sometimes you'll get defective hooks, but these are fine. I like them, and I do recommend them. So go check them out. I will link these hooks below, and you can take a look at VIP Cross Stitch. They are a reputable company. They are safe to buy from. I've purchased from them, and they have sent me items to feature on the channel. So they're a decent company, so don't worry about that part of it. Again, I will link the hat below as well. And for my thumbnail, I'll probably trim it off in white so that you can see what that looks like. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate you. I hope you are enjoying Hook Week. And until next time, guys, bye.